Hello. I'll try and get another slightly different setup for my shot here. Hopefully it's okay. It's a weird angle, but the lighting's good. Alright, we got Skadoosh 73. The Alchemist does these brewery only one batch IPAs, and this is Skadoosh 73. Just says 73 Strata. This light might be a little too intense. So this one, they say, was brewed with Strata and then dry hopped with Citra and Mosaic, and then Citra and Mosaic Spectrum, which is another new hop product. I think it's some sort of liquid hop product. There's so many out now. I can't keep up with all the different ones. Not just lupulin powder anymore. Incognito is another one. I forgot them all. I should try to figure out all the different products and how they're different. But so yeah, this one it's interesting. I had some cans of it already, and it seems a little bit like a fruitier, less bitter Focal Banger, a little bit. Because Focal Banger is Mosaic and Citra, but I believe it's implied that Strata is the only hot side hop, and Strata is just like somewhere between Citra and Mosaic. It seems even less bitter, even more fruity, and just what people want in their IPAs these days. And this is the first batch of Skadoosh I've gotten a long time, like 2.5 years or more, 3 years maybe. Pre-pandemic. I used to be able to go there more. I used to go there kind of often. They often would have a Skadoosh. So here we go. These ones, at least lately, they've been doing sexier new hops and making some Alchemist beers that resemble a lot the current popular fruity hazy IPAs. The descendants of Heady Topper and Focal Banger in a way. And that looks pretty good. The head could maybe be a little bit richer. And you can see it's pretty darn hazy. It's not murky to me. I guess, with this lighting you can't really... For some reason it's all reflecting, but I can see my finger, the shadow of my finger through there pretty well. But for some reason you can't. I guess because there's no backlighting for me at all. It definitely has that Alchemist yeasty quality that's just like, I used to say peach cobbler. It's just that British Conan yeasty thing. It's not quite like London Ale 3. Maybe sometimes some breweries use London Ale 3 in a way that's like this, but this is just like, I could probably pick this out of a lineup if you gave me random IPAs and asked me, what brewery to guess it was. But when you really inhale, it's just big on the peach. And pineapple almost smells like canned tropical fruits. Yeah, it's not quite as dank and peppery and green as Focal Banger. Focal Banger also doesn't say they use the Citra and Mosaic Spectrum, which I think that's just capturing more of the fruity qualities, and also maybe using Strata a little bit too. Yeah, this is canned, I believe, the Friday that I got it, so that means it was canned 3 days ago. It's 7%. I didn't mention that. I think all the Skadooshes are basically that. They look different sometimes. When I got the first All Galaxy Skadoosh, that was the haziest Alchemist I've ever seen. Way hazier than this. But they used to do like Summit and like not sexy hops. Seems like they're going more for the sexy hops. But it's weird. None of these seem to really lead to a new IPA they make, because they haven't really made a lot of brand new IPAs. They've been releasing old ones. Maybe they're figuring out how to use the hops, but I should drink this beer, shouldn't I? Smells great. Very big aroma. Got a whining cat over here. Right over here. There is bitterness. There's more bitterness than many breweries, and that yeast quality brings in some toastiness. But it seems like Alchemist, the way they handle it works well. Because with some breweries, it almost gets too toasty and almost seems diacetyl-y and seems too flabby. This has a huge amount of hop quality and a good amount of bitterness. Yeah, I love this. I should probably try this right next to Focal Banger and see how they're different. Yeah, this does turn very spicy too. I don't know if it quite gets to oniony, garlicky territory. But it's probably way more dank than the other hazy Mosaic Citrus Strata beer. I feel like Strata, I think it's one of the most up and coming popular tropical hops, but it's just like, it's too much like Mosaic and Citra. I want some other dank stuff added to it, and somehow they pull it out with these hops. But yeah, quite bitter. Got a lot of these cans, so maybe if I age it a little bit, it'll get a little bit milder. Because it's super fruity. This is my first beer of the day, so maybe if I had some hop bitterness on my tongue, it wouldn't seem that bitter. But I feel like Alchemist beers, they can age and get better in comparison to basically every other IPA. When I got what's their other IPA? Crusher, which that one is now really good. I like that more than Heady Topper. It's all Citra, and it is really potent, but if you let that age for about 2 months, it loses the bitterness, but it keeps the fruitiness, and the fruitiness comes out more. Maybe that would happen with this one. I'm gonna have some cat issues here. What do you think? But this is really good, and I guess I should end this now. Get your butt out of here. But I would give it close to a 4.5, maybe. Well, the big test would be trying this next to Focal Banger and seeing which one I like more. Well, that's it. This guy is causing lots of problems. Bye-bye.